Hello everyone, today we will do a presentation about parent-child relationship. Now I'm going to start our presentation. This is our outline. First is introduction, second is method, third is discussion, finally is conclusion. Nowadays, our society has been so fast-paced and bustling that we lack time in interacting with family. As time goes on, the lack of parent-child interaction leads to the relationship between them has gradually become estranged. According to Wang, children become alienated with parents in modern families because there are lack of communication and the opportunity to get along with each other. The purpose of our research is to understand the problems that modern parents and children face, and hopefully the relationship between them could be improved through some beneficial measures. The following are three core questions that we intend to resolve in our project. Question 1. How is the interaction between teenagers and their parents? Question 2. What is the point mostly argued between parents and teenagers? Question 3. How to maintain a good relationship between parents and teenagers? For the purpose of understanding the relationship between teenagers and parents, we distribute 200 questionnaires to students ranged from 16 to 18 years old in National Miaoli Senior Commercial Vocational School. We took back 176 valid questionnaires, so the valid return rate was 88%. Next, Xiaojun will talk about discussion.
Now I'm going to introduce our findings and discussion. Figure 1 is family status. From figure 1, we can obviously see that 78% of the participants are from a family with both parents, and 21% of them are from a single-parent family. Figure 2 is how do you feel about your interaction with your parents. From figure 2, 30% of the participants think that their interaction with their parents is perfect, and only 3% of them think that their interaction with their parents is negative and very negative. Figure 3 is, do you talk to your parents about your thoughts? According to the chart 3, 52% of our subjects are not inclined to talk to their parents about their thoughts, but still 48% of them are willing to express their opinions to their parents. Figure 4 is what type of content do you communicate with your parents? From Figure 4, 32.4% of the participants communicate with their parents about social life, and only 12.3% of them communicate with their parents about love. Figure 5 is the reason why you can talk to your parents about your thoughts. From Figure 5, 43% of the participants say that they do not want their parents to ask or interfere in their own business too much, and 4% of them have other unexplained reasons. Next, my partner Sing will talk about the chart.
Figure 6 is frequency of teenagers and parents' argument. From bar graph 6, 46% of the participants sometimes have an argument with their parents, and only 1 and 6% of the participants always and usually argue with their parents, respectively. Figure 7 is the argued issue with parents. From Figure 7, 47% of the participants dispute with their parents due to house chores, and to our surprise, only 3% of the participants would argue with their parents over falling in love with someone. Figure 8 is how to deal with the dispute between you and your parents. From Figure 8, up to 58% of the participants who argue with their parents would choose to ignore the problem and let it be, and only 1% of their parents would apologize to their children first. Figure 9 is, do you want to improve your relationship with your parents? From bar graph 9, we can clearly see that 89% of the participants would like to advance their relationship with their parents, and 11% of them don't. Figure 10 is, do you say I love you to your parents? From bar graph 10, 71% of the participants would not say I love you to their parents, and 29% of them would say to their parents directly. Figure 11 is frequency of saying I love you to your parents. From figure 11, 44% of the participants sometimes say I love you to their parents, and only 10% of them always state their love to their parents. Figure 12 is measures to improve the relationship between parents and children. From figure 12, 44.7% of the participants communicate regularly with their parents, and only 0.7% of the participants will write emails to their parents to improve their relationship. Next, Yongyan will talk about our conclusion.
Now I'm going to sum up our research. First, the interactive situation in modern family. Most teenagers tend not to talk about their feelings with their parents, which makes the relationship between parents and teenagers more alienating. However, the main reason that they don't share their feelings with their parents is that they don't want their parents to interfere too much, and they can talk with their parents like a friend. Second, the arguments between parents and teenagers. Teenagers don't often talk with their parents about their feelings. They feel that their parents didn't understand their soul, so they didn't want to communicate with their parents. Long-term accumulation of the negativity has caused the relationship to get worse and worse. Third, keeping a good relationship. To maintain a good relationship between parents and teenagers, the participants attribute that communicating with parents is the best way to improve relationship. By doing this, they can understand each other's idea better. Finally, communication is the most important thing. According to our research, most teenagers feel that they have a good relationship with their parents. However, when they're in dispute, which lead to more and more exchange between them. In brief, a good parent-child relationship, we must have a good communication first. For teenagers or parents, communication can not only help them to understand each other's idea better, but also bring them closer to each other's inner voices. This is our references. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, so I have one question. In your research, I found that you say children they don't say I love you to parents. The percentage is pretty high. So, did you find out why kids don't say I love you to parents and to improve the relationship between parents and kids? Do you understand my question?
Yes.
Because they feel
Because they feel embarrassed, and Taiwan is a very traditional place. So just some festival will say I love you to their parents, like like Mother's Day and Father's Day.
It's okay. We'll just keep continuing.
That's all.
That's all. Okay. And one thing I'm pretty curious. In your figure, I think this the last one. The slide number 15. Yeah. Okay, you say 0.7% of children they write email to parents. Could you share your findings with us? What did children or what did they write in the emails instead of letter? Yeah, I think this one is pretty, well, it's pretty cool. Okay, it's okay. You can think about this question after the presentation or after the class. Okay, you can discuss together, okay? Because this one is pretty cool and, well, email instead of letters. All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.